Kia ora team, it's time for another gaming review. Hot off the press and from the good folks at Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja, and reviewed on the PlayStation 4 Pro, this is our review of Nioh 2. Now, I cannot really believe that it's been 3 years since the original release of Nioh. It doesn't feel that long since I first ventured into the world of 16th century Japan, yokai demons, and punishingly difficult combat. And whilst none of those things have changed, there's certainly a lot that has in this title, and almost overwhelmingly for the better. So I'll start you off. This time around, you are a half-human, half-yokai. The first job is to create your character. After navigating through the substantial menus to craft your player and setting up a few key attributes, including selecting a guardian spirit, you are cast headlong into the world. Depending on your experience with Souls games in general, and the first Nioh game specifically, probably won't be too long until you get killed. This game remains punishingly difficult, and it doesn't coddle you, instead thrusting you out the door to face the plethora of punishments that it can summon to crush you. But in each death, opportunity awaits. You can access tutorials from the respawn screen now, which, if like me, you keep dying to a specific enemy technique, or your timing isn't quite right, or you're just not making use of the key pulse feature, or whatever reason, being able to jump into this practice mode is very useful when you just need to skill up a little bit. If you're anything like me on this game, you'll need to use it a lot. Now there are some other cool features which are worth mentioning in this title. One of those is the ability to summon benevolent spirits. These are AI companions which are dropped by other players using a special item from their own game. These allies, once summoned, will follow you around and attack whoever you're attacking, and they can be invaluable if used at the right time. If you get the right item, you can drop one yourself, and if it's summoned by another player, you will gain items and experience from that player using your character in their game. For true co-op, however, you still need to summon from the shrines, and you can now summon up to 2 additional allies in this game. Now, it wasn't something that I was able to get more than 1 ally for my time in my playthrough, because I was playing pre-release. Still, allies definitely remain one of the most important parts of this game, and for being able to beat those particularly tricky levels, and you should make use of them often. Also new is the ability to attach soul gems to your guardian spirits. When you defeat certain demons, mini-bosses or bosses, they will sometimes drop a soul gem, which you can attach to your guardian spirit and unlock special moves for your character. These moves will be relevant to the enemy which dropped the soul gem. Some enemies will swipe a massive cleaver at other enemies, and some enemies will summon a demon to attack on your behalf. You charge the abilities through regular combat, and the moves can be extremely useful if used at the right time. Now, all of the cool, unique features which made the first game such a delightful challenge have returned in Nioh 2. The different stances allow you to change your attack style to favour power, defence or speed, and it provides a great flow to the combat in general. Your key pulse allows you to regain some of your lost stamina when you're in the heat of combat, and is a crucially important skill to master from the outset of this game. Now, story-wise, it's unique, and whilst it's not to everyone's taste or cup of tea, I enjoyed the amount to which it embraced the premise of the game and its world. I'll be honest, I've really not gotten too far into the story because making progress through the levels is extremely difficult and takes very long amount of time for me. As with the first game, I am constantly dying through my playthrough. It's been equal parts frustrating and exhilarating, as all of the progress I've made does feel hard fought, but genuinely won. There's no flattery to this game, there's no easy mode, and each fight is genuinely pulse racing, because with each mistake the possibility of death and having to re-earn all of that XP looms very near. There is no doubt in my mind that Team Ninja have refined all of the good bits, added some more good bits, and probably upped the difficulty of this game during the refinement between Nioh and Nioh 2. It's a great title, and one that's worth putting in the hard yards if you can handle the difficulty curve of the game. This is a 9.2 out of 10 for me. I definitely see the improvements over the original, which was a corking game in itself. Thanks very much for checking out this Empire review. As always, I'm your resident tech and gaming guy Dave, and I will see you